live? Are we live? I think we're live. Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty... I'm hoping this will be a chill stream. Welcome everyone to one of my favorite games, Dwarf Fortress, which I've honestly been very hesitant to stream because I've never been totally certain that people would like watching this game, which, now that I think about it, is kind of absurd because the reason I even know about this game is because of a streamer, Joel, who you can find on YouTube. Let's read the comments right here. May learn ASCII in the future. My dream is to be a programmer, not the kind of ASCII you can use to learn what some correlate to what in DF. Nice stream. What do you want to... Okay, so you guys are just having a nice conversation here. Alright. See this cursor? This cursor means nothing. Let's get rid of it. There. It's not on screen. Create new world. So Dwarf Fortress is a game where pretty much everything is randomly generated. We're going to go with a medium world with a very short history. Medium civs, medium sites, medium beasts, actually high beasts. You don't see a lot of sport, you don't see a lot of... You see a lot of sports games, you don't see a lot of story in sports games. Handball. Dwarf Fortress in a nutshell. It's partially true. Dwarf Fortress has a reputation of being incredibly complex. I don't think it's that complex. Listen, if a fucking ape like me can pick it up as quickly as I did, then it's not that complex. We're gonna have the number of beasts very high because the more mayhem our dwarves, the more chaos and the more danger our dwarves are in, the more entertaining the stream will be, I think. Natural savagery medium, mineral occurrence everywhere because I don't hate myself. Now I am, like I said, as I said at the end of last stream, I am playing with Paradexis Errant's Lazy Noob Pack. And with that, I have made two changes to the game. One, I'm using a texture pack, so that way I'm not looking at letters, numbers, and symbols. I'm looking at actual things. Two, I have turned off aquifers. And I know aquifers are a big part of the game. I don't care. They're more annoying than fun to work around. I've gotten rid of them. So those are the two big changes. Those are the two only. Actually, yeah, those are the only two changes I have made to this game through the Lazy Noob Pack. If you go straight to Bay12's website and download the game from there, you will have a different experience from me. Keep in mind, Squid is using with pictures rather than ASCII. Otherwise, you were looking at gibberish and stuck. Exactly. Still, even with the texture pack I'm using, there are a lot of symbols, like on the world map. Although, oh geez. Let me toss my phone over there onto my other chair, because I'm back to my, for this game and for Civ, I'm back to my desktop setup. All right, the Gulf of Owners. Saving occupations. All right, start playing. Now, Dwarf Fortress... Oh, geez. No, Dwarf Fortress... I believe At was a dwarf. Dwarves... No, At was a human, I think. No. Wait. Oh, geez. What was the At symbol? How do you do things? Oh, well, patience, young one. Patience. No, No, At was... No, and... No, the and symbol was demons. I'm pretty sure... No. In adventure mode, At represents your character. And I think outside of adventure mode, At was humans, I think? I don't know. Say the controls you use. Well, we're getting there. So there are actually two different modes to the game. There's Dwarf Fortress and there's adventure mode. I will be doing Dwarf Fortress because I much prefer Dwarf Fortress. This game has bizarre controls. I will say that right now. To navigate this map, we are using the arrow keys. That's because all the other keys do things. Most of the other keys. Now, I'm very picky with my starting locations. I like them warm. I like them to have clay. This one's warm and it has clay. Hold on. This one's warm. It's got clay. It has shallow metals, deep metals, and flux stone. I will explain the difference between... Get some headache meds handy, Red Arts. Oh yeah, get your Tylenol, get your aspirins ready. Get your Tylenol ready. Alright, right here, the Jungle of Grey... Oh, that's a very intimidating name. No need to, I don't want to sleep. Alright. I will prepare for the journey carefully. Let's see, copper picks, 2 copper battle axes. We only need 1. Iron anvil. It is 100% imperative that you start with an anvil. Because if you don't, you will have to trade for an anvil. Because you can't make an anvil without an anvil. And you can't make shit without an anvil. You need an anvil for a metalsmith's forge. And of course, this being a game all about dwarves, the metalsmith's forge is one of the most important crafting shops you can make. So, dwarven wine should be good on that front. Plump helmet seeds. What about boats? I haven't actually played no Freddy Fish yet. I'll get to... Oh my god. Freddy Fish is going to be the next motherfucking Final Fantasy. Because I absolutely plan on playing Freddy Fish on stream. I just keep fucking putting it off. Because I plan on playing it on stream. But on the one hand, I really do want to stream it. But on the other hand, I really don't want to play it. You see how that conflicts? It's... Ooh. It's a problem. And anyway, boats, I haven't played this game in a while. Maybe the latest version has something to do with boats. But I don't think this version. It might. I don't know. Boats might be important. Dark Souls queued for Tuesday or Wednesday. Yep, absolutely. Dark Souls is on for Tuesday or for tomorrow or Wednesday. Probably tomorrow. Plump helmets... Despite sounding like a dick joke, plump helmets are mushrooms, which I think makes it even more of a dick joke. But plump helmets, they grow year-round, and you can make decent alcohol out of them. So you want as many of those as you think you can get away with having. I never fucking use sweet pods, and I never fucking use rock nuts. Or really dimple cups either. Prepared one-humped camel eye. That's our meat. Alright. Reindeer leather quivers, which, fine. Animals. Animals are important. We need some animals. Printscreen.com. What is this? Oh, jeez. Screenshot by light shot. Oh. Oh! You sent me a list of Freddy Fish games! Let's see. I wish I had your stream to help me learn to play this. I can play the game, but I'm at the toddler walking stage of proficiency. I wouldn't say I'm much better. Let's see. As for animals, we absolutely want animals. But what animals do we want? What I like to go for is I will have 5 bitches and 1 dog. More puppies that way. And also, Some people like to go for, or it's probably not a bad idea to go for at least one ewe and a ram. And then of course you're gonna want something to produce eggs. It's just easy food. And trust me, food is gonna be a huge problem. 5 hens and cock. And I think that's about it for animals we want. You just need a frisbee dog, a brown pig, and a dick horse, and you'll be just fine! Build the child sacrificing pyramid. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry, my child. Don't you worry. Ropes, bags, cloth, threads. Items, as far as items go, we are doing just fine. And now this is an important part. You're gonna want 2 miners. I generally want 2 miners. A carpenter. And then we'll assign him woodcutting later. And we're gonna want a farmer. I'll watch the archive video. Alright, are you leaving us, Red Arts? 1:30 a.m. Yeah, it's a good reason to be leaving us. I'll catch you later, Red Arts. I hope you enjoyed your time. I hope you enjoyed your time with us here. And hopefully you'll find the archive video informative and entertaining. Anyway, good night, Red Arts. I'm glad you made it out here. Alright, now as for this 4th dwarf. Oh god, it has been a while since I've played this game. I think I generally set them as gem cutters. As jewelers. I'm not sure. Didn't enjoy Civ that much thanks to Philip, but it went fine. Oh, I'm sorry, Red Arts. Alright, so let's see. Then here, we're gonna want... Oh shit, we're absolutely gonna want a grower / brewer. Oh shit. You know what? I'm thinking I can get away with having fewer... I think I can get away with having fewer dogs. You're already doing better than me. I just know. Dig, build home, make booze. Yeah, we can get away with just having 2 dogs. Alright, and then... Let's see. With him, we're gonna want... What are we gonna want? What are we gonna want? I don't remember. Oh, shit! Yeah, I'm an idiot. We're gonna want a mason... And then... Oh, shit. No, we're not going to want a mason. I mean, we are going to want a mason, but it's nothing our woodcutter can't... It's nothing our carpenter can't learn. Oh, jeez. What did you send me this time? Fallout 4 has the best graphics ever. Bitch, please. Are you guys even trying? Oh... I mean, set guards and make exploration party. That slaughtered the enemy but died to stupidity later. Oh boy. Again, we'll get to it. We will. I will be honestly surprised if we get to the end of the stream without any deaths. Anyway, so this dwarf, I remembered something very important. With this dwarf, where the fuck are they? Okay, here we go. With this dwarf, it is, yeah, he's gonna be our doc. Because we need him. We need a doctor. And of course, this last one is gonna be... somehow, simultaneously, the most important and the least important. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to have him as the negotiator. Or maybe judge of intent, appraiser. Let's go with appraiser. Alright, now for my favorite part. Rain books. Let's see. Let's go through some random names. And if we don't... Sword Ends. That's actually a pretty cool one. Merged Mountains. Goldborn. That's a cool one too. Workland. Arrow Fog. Whip Took. Lash Nailed. Channel Ivory. Wire Portal. Race Bell. Ivory Shoot. Knot Glazed. Merchant Notch. Trailed Rims. Helm Weakness. Hatchet Cruise. Labored Flash. Staff Crows. Seal Cudgel. Oh no! Rag Learned. Pondered Lance. Violent Oils. Mansion Forest. Granite Seal. Bow Wind. Inked Keeper. Moral Walled. Rim Cities. Purple Town. Scorching Pillars. Lance Trampled. Mighty Paddle. Band Quake. Roughness Mesh. Basic Gems. Copper Washed. Channel Wets. Chain Mind. Gift Inks. Basin Blockade. Paper Sears. Violent Boils. Oh, jeez. Manly Paddle. Hold on. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I accidentally put myself at the beginning of the stream. Crest Inks, Cobalt Sears, Cover Labors, Glazed Spirals. Alright, without this time it's confused. Machine Rained, Oily Inks. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it to you, Donald. What should our... Oh, these fucking bottles. What should our fortress's name be? And I will be right back, actually. So I will see your suggestion when I return. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Oily Inks. It's fitting and slightly suggestive to the imaginative. Oh, well, I guess we're sticking with Oily Inks. Who's only got? Oh shit. Alright. Yeah, who's only got? I think we're good. Alright. Auto thoughts roll out. You have arrived. After a long journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Kogan Mat. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves.
You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the wolves get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, whose oily inks strike the earth.
Oh. Game crashed. Game crashed. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Play Dwarf Fortress. Yeah. Are we good? Okay, should be good. Start playing Dwarf Fortress. So, that fucking happened. I hate when that happens. Oh, yeah, anyone watching this who is unfamiliar with, anyone watching this in the future that is unfamiliar with Dwarf Fortress, the unfortunate reality is, yes, it crashes kind of often. Not like super often, definitely not constantly, but absolutely more often than most other games I've played. I think the only game that's crashed more for me is fucking Skyrim. Also, yes, Donald, auto thoughts. Alright, right here. Right here! Alright, now, I went to all the trouble of going through what I normally do. But if you're a dirty, rotten cheater like myself, you can go with Gorney's Easy Peasy Start. And you start off with dogs, a hunting dog, 2 cats. Let's see, what else? A rooster and 5 hens. And 5 turkeys. I don't need no fucking turkeys, though. Actually, I need turkeys more than I need hens. Now that I think about it. I know turkeys take longer to mature, but like I think turkeys give you leather, which chickens do not do. Chickens do not give you leather, which is bizarre. I don't need a ward. I don't need a hunting dog. Because I can breed the dogs I do have, and then train the puppies to be war dogs or hunting dogs or whatever I want to put them, whatever work I want to put them to. I do want a ewe. Now I'm gonna hold on. Let's see. Pearl Ash, not going to use that right away. Potash, not going to use that right away. Copper Battle Axe, I am going to use that right away. Iron Anvil, absolutely going to use that. Copper Crossbow and the bolts, I'm probably not going to use that. I'm not going to use that in the beginning. What did I just get rid of? Okay, that was copper bolts I got rid of. Okay. And then I'm only going to need 2 picks. So, that gives me plenty of points to get 3 U's and a ram. Alright, take a look at our dwarves here. We got a miner with a point in engraving. A miner with a point in engraving. 8 points in diagnostician. 7. Alright, so he's a miner and a doctor. He's a miner and a doctor. And then this guy, well, you know what? We'll see. We'll see what it is. And then the fort, let's go with oily inked again. Alright. So, let's, yes, auto thoughts roll out. Alright, so this is the game. Alright. See this screen? Get used to this screen. You're going to be seeing this a lot. This is your unit screen. Right now we have Diagnoser, Expedition Leader, Farmer, Hunter, Mason, Carpenter, and Miner. The animals we own. You always start with 2, let's say, pasture animals. Because you've got water buffalo and a camel. And those are the and if you want to keep in the lore of the game, those are the animals that drag your wagon all the way to where you are from the mountain homes. Then others. This is very helpful. Trust me. That's fucking loud. Sound. There we go. This screen right here, very, very, very helpful. You've got, because let's see, what do we have on the map? We've got ravens, a sea lamprey, a river otter, a sea lamprey, and a long-nosed gar. Ooh, also more river otters. Which, all things considered, not, like, nothing is terrible. Alright, so, right here, you have I like to keep the command list on screen. If you're like a super duper god, you might look down on me for that. But I like to keep the command list on screen. It just makes everything drag you out here just for all of you to inevitably die. I mean, such is the fate of all living things. When Romulus and Remus founded Rome, they had to know eventually Rome would fall, right? Anyway. These 7 dwarves are our Romulus and Remus. And the 7 dwarves could be a reference to Snow White and the 7 dwarves, or it could be a reference to... Hold on. Yeah, or it could be a reference to the... Or it could be a reference to Lord of the Rings, because the Rings of Power, 7 of them were given to dwarven kings. 3 were given to the elves, 7 were given to the dwarves, and 9 were given to men. Alright, so first things first. We're gonna press D. You're gonna be pressing D a lot. Get used to that D. Get it in your mouth. Alright, and then from D, it highlights what you have selected. Right now we have chop down trees selected. So, what we were gonna do, 7 dwarfs, 1 cup. Oh no. We're gonna select a rectangle and get all these trees in there. These right here, these are trees. Excuse me. So, we're gonna hit escape, press resume, and one of our dwarves is gonna pick up an axe and he's gonna chop down these fucking trees. See, look at him go. Now, what else we're gonna do? We're going to dig. And you want to dig down with J. Now, since there's not like a mountain or anything for us to dig into, we're going to go with J. We're going to carve a stair right there. One of our dwarves. Yep, there we go. Now, we're going to hold shift and hit period or right greater than. We're going to hit greater than. And that's going to take us 1 level down. We are now underneath where you see where these dwarves are? We go up with less than and down with greater than. And so we have our dwarves on the ground. If we go up, we can see the tops of the trees. And if we go down, we go underground. Obviously. Now, we're going to hit No, we're gonna hit I, not X. We're gonna build an up-down staircase right here. We're gonna dig it right out of the ground so we don't use any resources. So now, if I choose to dig further down, I have a stairway leading down here, but I can also come right back up. I can go further down, or I can stay here if I so desired. That's why I like to use up-down staircases instead of just up staircases whenever I finish off a staircase downwards. And we're going to build a little room in here. Now, just like with the tree, just like with cutting down the trees, we're going to do a rectangle. And that's how we're going to do that. Now our miners are going to come down and they're going to dig out this, they're going to dig a little room out in here. I don't necessarily plan on doing anything with this room, I just wanted to demonstrate. So, let's see. We've got our up-down stair, and we're going to go down a little bit. I'm going to dig another up-down stair. Now, trying to dig underneath the river over here is going to be a gigantic pain in the ass. So, we're going to try not to do that. Alright, what do we have? Silty clay. Now, I like to have the wiki open when I play this game. But in the interest of keeping my eye on clay can be used as a source of clay for production of earthenware. Okay. This game is obtuse, which is why the wiki exists. It is a very well put together wiki. It is not run by the creators of the game, but it is officially acknowledged by the creators of the game. It is as much a part of the game as playing the game. It's as much a part of the game as the game itself, basically. And if you come across something and you don't know what it is, like for example, silty clay. If you don't know if silty clay counts as clay, you can go to the wiki, it'll tell you. The wiki is your friend. The wiki is your best friend. You come across like a creature and you don't know what the hell it is or what it can do to your dwarves, look it up on the wiki. I have it bookmarked. I have it bookmarked on Chrome, so I'm just a couple clicks away at any given time. So we're gonna dig out a little doorway here, and we're gonna expand over here. And our miner's gonna dig this out. This is actually a lot smaller than I usually dig my main room. This is actually a lot smaller than I usually dig out my great hall or my meeting room. I don't really call it a great hall, that's pretentious. But I just call it my meeting room because it's where they meet up. It's where I keep all my workshops. It's just convenient to have it all in one room. You can use your dwarves as a jump. Will not like parrots or monkeys. They will steal your shit. A broker with the appraisal skill. All right, so this is our military screen. We're not looking at that just yet. We're gonna look at our broker. We're gonna assign Bim Azumvath. We're gonna assign Bim, and he's gonna be our broker. He can tell us that we have 684 dwarf bucks worth of goods that we have created. Now that sun symbol, just now you heard me call them dwarf bucks, and that's because there is no official term. But the fan official term, and the term I think you'll find used in the wiki most often, is dwarf bucks. Yeah, there's currency. Game's currency measured in white sun rays. Here we can see our created wealth versus our imported wealth. This is the wealth monsters that will want to take it from us. For example, the last time I played, I had a Minotaur come my way. Now, Minotaurs are... they're fucking nothing. Minotaurs ain't shit. So, let's dig let's dig this out a little bit further. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. But yeah, as Donald mentioned, pretty much anything in the game, if you don't know what it is, it's absolutely it's way safer to assume that it will annihilate your dwarves than to assume it's harmless. And I will say, God, I'm so very coughular today. Probably because of all the screaming I did for Civ. It's definitely in your best interests to assume the worst. Oh, they're already assigned to mind that. They just haven't. Okay. Because I will say, most wildlife is not going to be interested in your dwarves. The river otters, they're not going to be a bother. The ravens won't be a problem. I'm gonna say the alligator gar. Are they still in? What all still in the area? Yeah, the long-nosed gar. The long-nosed gar. The reason that won't be an issue is because your dwarves really shouldn't be in the water, because under normal circumstances, your dwarves cannot swim. So them going in the water, it generally speaking will not end well. So let's see. Let's go above ground. We've got all this wood. That's very good. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but I guess it did. Alright, so we're gonna build a store unit. I'm gonna build a storage unit for all that wood. Because just having it lying about out in the open, not a good look. It's messy. It's honestly far better to have, and this applies to everything, not just wood. It's far better to have a storage room for everything that you can build a storage stockpile of. That includes wood, stone, food, especially food. Damp stone located. Alright. This is why I said digging under the river was gonna be a pain in the ass. I forgot about this little lake right here. So, with anything unusual will kill you and convert your skin to toilet paper, bones to toothpicks, and use your imagination for the rest. Absolutely. It will, like, it's gonna wear your skin as a pair of shoes. Like, it'll push your shit in. So, be very careful. Even things that are generally considered, like, friendly in other things, like unicorns will fuck your dwarves up. They will fuck your dwarves right up. Don't fuck with unicorns. Anyone who's seen Supernatural, there's an episode of Supernatural where the cold open is a dude getting killed by a unicorn. Like, it stabs him through the chest with its horn. Imagine that is what it's like. That's what unicorns are like in this fucking game. So yeah, watch out for any kind of mythical creature. Because they are not on your side, and they are not here to be your friends. Okay, so this is why I said digging underneath water is annoying. Because your dwarves will kind of refuse. You find out what their one horn is for. Exactly. Not just their horn either. It's a lot of a big huge problem with, like, trying to fight a unicorn if you're not very well prepared is their hooves. Hooves are OP in this game, which is something I had to learn the hard way. Hooves are OP. If it has hooves, it will very easily cave in the skull of any dwarf that tries to fuck with it. So, don't fuck with it. If it's got hooves, don't fuck with it. General, don't fuck with it unless you've got armor. Which none of your dwarves will start with. Unless you explicitly bought armor at the beginning. Which, why in the hell would you? Alright, so my storage building didn't go quite as planned. But, generally, and this is a very dangerous outlook. I would totally understand if you would be more cautious than this. Generally, when they talk about damp stone, it's generally fine. Very rarely is it not fine. God, I'm starting to get kind of tired. Sorry about that. This stream's probably going to be a bit shorter. This one is probably only going to run for like 2 hours instead of 3. In fact, I was kind of thinking to myself of maybe making that the new norm. I don't know. I'll have to wait for feedback before I can really make a huge decision like that. Cause I understand my streams are fucking long. Like, even by live stream standards, my streams are fucking long. Alright, yeah, it was fine. But yeah, the reason dwarves stop digging at damp stone is because the dwarves are concerned that digging underneath the damp stone will lead to water flooding the area, flooding the room they're in. Which, valid. I've been warning about fantastical beasts for God only knows how long at this point, but really, the real killer is flooding. That's not even a joke. I've lost more. I've lost far more. I have lost way more fortresses to flooding than I have to fantastical beasts. Yeah, Donald knows. He's played the game too. Yeah, like I said, you're far more likely to kill all your dwarves by flooding your fort than you are by pissing off some creature. I mean, that's not to say that fantastical beasts won't ruin your day. Because, oh man, I wish I had recorded this when it happened. Or I wish I had the ability to record this when it happened. A few months ago, I had a fort going, and I don't remember what the fort's name was, but I remember, oh god, I remember how that fort died, and that fort died, hold on, alright, so, quick, before I continue on, you're gonna want to, okay, so at this point, your dwarves are gonna be, not for lack of trying. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. I mean, everyone wants that story of, oh man, my dwarves, they fought this demon horde, and it killed all of them, and they all went out fighting for their fort, and they all sacrificed their lives. But in reality, the story you're gonna end up most with is, yeah, I accidentally dug into the riverbed and the whole fort flooded. And the whole fort flooded, and I had to evacuate. So, yeah. But real quick, so with this pause, we're gonna hit B, and we are going to build the most important workshop. I mentioned the metalsmith's forge as one of the most important, but this one is the most important, and that they changed it. They changed the command. What is it now? Workshops, W and then L. Never mind, they did not change it. I'm just fucking dumb. I'm gonna build this still, and we're gonna build it out of wood, because we've got way more wood than we do stone. Resume. That's still, of course, what you build. liquor out of? Farm plot. We're also gonna want a farm plot. I'm gonna build it I'm gonna build it as big as possible. And one of the dwarves is gonna come by once they're done stockpiling all the goods. Actually, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take Sibrek, and I'm gonna change his layer, and I'm gonna change his. I'm gonna change his enabled labors, which is another very important thing to do. All right, when he wakes up, I'm gonna have him. Now that I've set him to do that, when he wakes up, he's going to build the farm plot and he's going to build the still. Because I explicitly told him not to store things in the stockpile. Is he storing things in the stockpile? No, okay. He's building the farm plot. Okay. Anyway, I had one fort. I do not remember the name of the fort. But the way it went out was, so there are monsters that come from underground. These monsters are called Forgotten Beasts, and they are randomly generated. And this game is fucking wild with its This game is fucking wild with its random number generation. No job. Alright. You're gonna plant some plump helmets. Partner? Alright, so what we're gonna do next. We've got... What do we have? Oh, fuck. Kakapo and Great Horned Owl. Sea Lamprey deceased. Ooh, something killed that thing. Alright, what do we have? We have turkeys. We've got 6 turkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I know. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah, I know, I am sleepy. That's why this one's gonna be shorter. This one's gonna be like a 2-hour stream. I'm gonna go to bed. And then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna play more Civ. That's why our Dark Souls stream tomorrow is probably gonna be a bit earlier than this. A bit earlier than usual, if that's okay with you. Ugh. Jeez. Because I've been waking up earlier, and as a result, I've been falling asleep earlier. Now, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna designate this zone. And we're gonna hit N, so we designate it as a pen or a pasture. We're going to go through the list here. And we're going to add all the turkeys. And so someone's going to go get the turkeys and put them in this new pen. This is where they're going to stay forever and ever and ever and ever. And we're going to soon here. Crafts Dwarfs workshop. Let's go put that right here by the still. Sure, but still afternoon. Yeah, still afternoon, just earlier than 9 o'clock. The Crafts Dwarfs workshop. Someone's gonna build the Crafts Dwarfs workshop, I'm sure. Carpenter. Are you gonna... There we go. Ugh, fuck. Alright. So, now that we've got that out of the way... Wait. Plant seeds. Okay, so someone is planting seeds. Now this, what we're going to do here, we are going to make nest boxes. 5 nest boxes because we have 5 female turkey. We've got 5 turkey hens. And nest boxes allow your animals to lay eggs. Now, obviously, if you've got dogs, they're not gonna lay eggs, you silly bitch. But if you have turkeys, or even things like alligators or crocodiles, they lay eggs too. Let's see. Next, we're gonna build. Now, this is why I get called a monster playing this game. This next aspect is why I get called a monster playing this game. I'm gonna put the dogs in their own little room, and I'm gonna have them breed. Shit, I may end this an hour in. I'm fucking tired. I'm like Red Arts. I gotta go to bed. Dog. Like I said, this is the part that's gonna get me called a monster. Let's see, up here, where the hell is our entrance? There's our entrance. And then we can put our sheep in the pasture, and they will eat the grass, and they will eventually fuck and make babies. Now, of these, dogs are probably gonna fuck the most because they're crammed together. That male turkey, you are a perfectly sane dwarf. Yeah, I'm perfectly sane for a dwarf. Oh, you monster. Yeah. You don't even know what I'm raising the dogs for. Build. And we're gonna want another workshop. Actually, we're gonna want 2. We're going to want a carpenter's shop. Now there's a key specifically for each kind of workshop, or a key combination. I don't even see. Oh, there it is. And a mason shop. Metalsmith's forge. And then we're gonna make it out of Gubro. Fighting and food. Mostly food. I like to catch other things. I like to capture and train other things for fighting. And I think my dwarves are perfectly capable of fighting. Okay, no. Alright, wood furnace. Build that out of Jagabro too, and then lastly, for now, a smelter. Build that out of Gubro. Wait, no, I lied. Lastly, a kiln. That's gonna be that. All right, I at least want to get to an hour and a half before I wrap this up. But I definitely want to get to an hour. I may cut it before an hour and a half, but I will not cut this before an hour. And I know that's only like 4 minutes, but still, it's something. I should not have started this when I did. I should have streamed Civ 6 earlier and then streamed this after that, instead of now at fucking midnight. But yeah, so we've got our own little slice of paradise cooked up here. We got a couple things to do, and then we're ready to dig deeper. Why eat dogs? Well, if I eat the sheep, they won't give me any more wool. I probably won't. Actually, since I've got hens, I probably won't eat dogs. I probably will breed them for fighting. Why not cows? Cows are too expensive. Cows take too long to mature. A few reasons. Like I said, since I've got turkeys, I will probably not eat the dogs. Although, Dwarves get pissy if they don't have variety. Let's see. Carpenter's workshop. Bed, 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 bed. What? But yeah, I don't know. Puppies are delicious. That's why. It is now sore. I mean, I would eat elves, but the game won't let me eat those. By the way, this game does have elves. You really can't have a game about dwarf. You really can't have dwarves, but not elves. So there are, in fact, elves. Bed. And it's important to have a place for your dwarves to sleep. And that place is a bed in a room. Otherwise, they will sleep on the floor, and they won't be very happy about that. And like I said, I've heard that in this newer version, it's important that your dwarves are happy. Yum, elves, exactly. Fucking elves, man. Fucking tree huggers. Alright, and then there you go. Tie them down and uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be problematic, Donald? This might turn problematic. Tie them down and that's disturbing. I mean, yeah, it is disturbing. I mean, I'm talking about fucking eating the fucking bastards. So, I mean, wait, is there another bed available? Needs bed? No. Okay. So it's not just beds that make a room, obviously. You're gonna want, if you've got a room, not only do you want a bed, you want like a dresser or something to put your stuff in. You want a door for privacy. And dwarves are not much, there's not a lot of difference in dwarves. So once he's done with his bed, I will go to the carpentry shop and have them do something. And have him make doors. Again, for privacy, because you want privacy when you're sleeping. Because, hey, you might not be sleeping, you might be jerking off. And you don't just want your door open when you're jerking off. It's just not how it's done. D? Yeah, it's D. Alright. So he's gonna be making doors. And soon he will be a soon enough he will be a master carpenter. Stranger things have happened between the hunt and the dinner table. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I get a kick out taking my dick out and have no doubt it's going in a pig's mouth. So we're gonna put some doors in here. So now we're making those into separate rooms. And once we have doors in there, we can more easily assign them to dwarves. I mean, you can assign a room to a dwarf just fine. In fact, you could even have just communal beds that aren't really assigned to any specific dwarf. But dwarves, much like people, like dwarves are a lot like people in that they, much like you or I, would prefer to have our own room rather than just have like a communal room that anyone can just sleep in. They prefer to have their own room rather than just a communal room that anyone can sleep in. Because without assigning rooms, dwarves will generally just sleep in the nearest bed. Which, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Build up. Build door. Alright, we got one more door. We got one more door. Then once that door is finished, we'll build dressers for them. Let's look at our stores here. Kitchen. We got 30 plump helmets. We're running dangerously low on drink. Ooh, migrants. Shit. Every season, unless something completely fucked up has happened to your home unless something has happened to your home kingdom, you will get migrants every season. It's just how it is. Alright, I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna save the game. This has been Dwarf Fortress for tonight. I probably... Oh, jeez. Let's see. I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow, and then after that, Dark Souls 2. So, hopefully everyone enjoyed themselves. I know I did. And I'll catch all you guys later. I'm gonna go to bed.